I saw the trailer for this and I was like, I have to talk to them. It's super funny. It's so much fun. The two of you, I have to ask, let's start with Sydney. Um, what is it about Theresa that makes her your BFF?
Um, just when I met her, I felt like it was something even like stronger than like a best friend. Honestly, like I met her and the way we clicked, and the way that we just viewed like obstacles in life, like our similar upbringings, um, viewing like how we treat other people. There were just like so many things in our stories being similar in a lot of ways that I was like, this is like my sister. This is like gonna be a friend of mine for a long. This is gonna be family for a very long time. And I don't know. It was just she's down to earth and she's real and she's funny. She treats people kindly and makes people feel seen. Like all the things that like I value in the friends that I have. I was like, this girl is she's special, and I'm gonna make some money off of her.
Aw.
It was going so well up until that.
Yeah.
She had big TV show dreams.
This is such a sweet series, and I think it's so funny. Theresa, was there something that really inspired this series?
I think Sydney was the one that was kind of in talks with doing something that had to do with, sharing the story of somebody who's been around for so long without having like a serious role on a team, a starting role. And obviously the way that Sydney story tells, the way that Sydney like goes about her business is one of a kind. The way that she also treats people is one of a kind. So when we met at training camp last year, I think something was already in the talks, but I had no idea. So throughout the season last year, Sydney would drop an Easter egg here and there, like, "Hey T, like we could do a TV show, right?" And I was just like, "Whoa, no, no, not me." But it became like more and more real. It felt like as it went on. There was also things that like happened throughout the year that we felt like were really funny just to like talk about on air, within our own podcast or like whatever, something that we were going to do separately. So when the opportunity came that a TV show was in the works, it wasn't the easiest yes for me. I was a little bit more nervous. I'm a little bit more shy, I guess, and that's a very loose term, shy. I'm not really shy, but more than Sid, if you can imagine. And it
I
just kind of
was
worked.
gonna say, no, you're saying here on the show you don't get embarrassed. Uh,
Yeah,
Sid,
yeah,
is
we
that
don't.
true? Maybe based on every episode, it is. It'll prove yes.
It is
Absolutely.
100% true for me. I don't know. I just view life as um, like just do things. You're not hurt. If you're not like hurting anybody, you're not causing any harm. Like don't be fearful of things. Like I try to tell myself that. Like if you feel like you're not gonna be good at something, like go do it. Like that was the reason I told TP. Like I tried stand up before because I was like, I'm gonna do it because the jokes I'm saying are funny to me. If the crowd doesn't laugh, I'm not gonna be embarrassed. I'm just like, you just don't get it, and that's funny to me too, because you're dumb. But like, I don't know. I just don't think that anything is like so serious when it comes to you trying to be funny and just like putting yourself out there that you need to be embarrassed. There's some people that'll love it. Some people, even if they don't find it funny, they'll still respect you just for like trying. So I'm like, just try new things. Like let go of inhibitions and just put yourself out there. Like don't be embarrassed. Like
And she definitely does.
I was gonna say the list of stuff that you all go through to make it to the face of the WNBA is just, I think, chef kiss comedy perfection. I mean, Sid, where did this list of ideas come from? You're doing ASMR, you're doing TikTok dances, you're doing whatever it takes to get that viral moment or to get that needed push to stand for the two of you to stand out. Where did the list of ideas come from that, at least for season one,
yeah,
that was gonna push you guys?
we have just
Wait,
an
the
awesome.
standard to become the face of the league? I'm confused. Not everybody had to do
Right.
that.
No, that's not everybody's route, TP.
Oh
No, but
man.
we had a fantastic team of people. alongside us. So me and TP we were compiling a list of things before we knew it was going to be a show, and we thought maybe it would be like a YouTube series or something smaller. We were just like, here's some things that we think would be funny for us to do together outside of basketball. The people that together, so Rennie, Kwani, Kayla, Jess, even our agent Gina being on conversations, Jaron who's at together as well, and they found our director, Carly Houston, and they got on a call with her, and she was our showrunner, and they found a way to make all the ideas that we had on that list. So say we had like 40 things, Carly found a way to make it make sense together. And so when we got on that first call with Carly, she said that the people at Together told her, okay, you're going to get on a call with Sid and TP and you're going to pitch your idea. And her idea was that y'all are going to try to become the face of the league, and y'all will incorporate some of these things and then some other ones they added. But Carly just did a phenomenal job of like understanding us just by looking at like our social media, things from the Aces social media, and seeing what we would probably be willing to do. And it ended up being what you see now on Maximum Effort channel.
I mean,
We
TP, how many pickles did y'all have to eat to?
I only went as much as I really wanted to go through that whole entire jar. It was only
Wait, time out. We also got to throw in obviously Sheeds. Sheeds was our writer.
yeah, she did an
Sheeta
incredible well.
Oleawola was our writer on the show, and she's had phenomenal ideas for us. And ASMR, I don't remember who all came up with that, but it was hilarious.
Whenever we passed on our sheet of things that we were willing to do, and like Sid said, it was a pretty lengthy list. Sid and I were like, whoever has to take all these crazy ideas, anything from like Billy on the street type things to like spelling bees in a bee sanctuary, like, and everything in between, we were willing to like go, and we were like, okay, whoever takes this is gonna have to really work some magic here. How are you going to string along this storyline with all these ridiculous things? And Carly nailed it. And then we recently found out after finished filming everything that Sid and I are class clowns, and Carly was also her high school class clown as well. So it just worked out that way.
The irony. Theresa, was there one task that you found out was maybe harder than you guys initially thought it would be?
So I've never done anything with a script before. I've never done anything. Let's just say that. I've never done any kind of acting, but definitely not with a script. So to understand the formalities of what it's like to show up on set, to go through a reading, to do this, to understand like what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, because our writer did an incredible job of really matching us and like understanding us and like understanding like our delivery and how we would go about things. And so when she would write for us, I think the hardest part was the actual scripted parts, but we got a lot of guidance. We got a lot of just like helpful tips. No one was like telling us how to go about things. Everybody was very much so being just really great mentors in this whole process for us newbies. And I think it just worked out really well with just the vibes on set. Everybody was really helpful and very willing to just do their part and help us be absolutely ridiculous in the process.
I was gonna say, Sid, is there a favorite task that y'all did, or at this point maybe they're all so much fun to have experienced? Maybe the basketball one was the hardest for y'all to do because it involves trick shots and things like that that you aren't used to doing. And
yeah, that one wasn't bad because if you miss the trick shot, it's just like it is what it is, and so a lot of them you're gonna miss, which is what we spent most of that like hour doing, missing trick shots. But some of my favorite sketches though are the ones that'll be on the episode today on Maximum Effort channel on Fubo and a lot of other streaming platforms. But I liked our salon shop episode. We had a studio session with Flage. We did a bar scene with ER Fightmaster. We did like a therapy session with Kev on stage, and then all of our man on the street stuff, and in the scene with the drag queens, that was phenomenal. And she's our writer was our coach in that episode and in that sketch. But every man on the street scene people have really loved, and we love doing that because that was just authentic and like bringing other people in and hearing their answers, and whether they were funny or serious, it was us just being able to play off of people, and people have received those scenes really well.
I was gonna say, Sid, what do you hope lingers with people that watch the show? Is it, now's a time where we definitely need laughter? Is it, women basketball inspiration? Is it all of the above? What do you hope lingers with people that check out Sid and TP?
Both of the things that you just said. I think the way I view life is that it's always the time for laughter. Like it's always the time to find joy in a situation. I forgot. I saw something. I saw somebody say before, like you've had a full day if like you were able to cry, laugh, and like one more thing. And for me, I just think that it's great to show emotion, to have emotion, and I like comedy and laughing. That's my favorite one. But I really hope that we're able to inspire other athletes to put yourself out there. And if like you have a goal, pursue it. Don't feel like because you're in your sport that you have to wait until you're done. Like it ended up working out for us that we got something while we're still playing. But now is the time with social media, with so many streaming platforms. Like it's the time to even start something yourself. Like if you got to do it yourself and get on YouTube, if you have whatever that passion is, because it might not even be stuff that's in front of the camera. If it's that you want to pursue, I don't know, becoming a lawyer or something, like just do what it is that you want to do and go at it and have people around you who support you. And if you're a faithful person, keep your faith first and foremost. And that's what I hope people get from this. They see two people who care about treating people well, and we want to just bring joy to this world.